Sway has a question. He says, question, since women want a little bit of both, a nice guy and bad dude, can I ask for a little bit of both, traditional and modern? Or is it one or the other? Well, let's just talk about it, Sway, because I think as a man, you would set the tone for what it is you want. But I'm trying to prepare you for this. I'm trying to prepare you because a lots of times when you think you're setting the tone and this is what you want and this may be best for you, you also might be putting little holes in your foundation. Because when you say to a woman, I need you to maintain this, or I need you to, in order for this to go correctly, then you just lost a little bit of who you are. I'm not saying she can't help. I'm not saying that she's good and we need this and we need that. But my point I'm trying to make to you is this. My dad was conservative. My mom lived within the means of my dad because she was trained, born, built to be a wife and a mother. And that's all she had, y'all. She worked. She was smart enough to do that. She was smart enough to pay all bills, smart enough to maintain the house and all that. But she did not want to go any further. So what are you asking these women when you say, I need you to be a little bit more modern? I need you to take care a little bit more of this. What are you asking? It's up to you. It's up to you to ask the question. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out, how did they do it? How did she stay within this establishment and be good? How did she do it? And when you say that women want it all, Sway, what is it that women want all? We want men to be men. We want my mom wanted my mom wanted my dad to be a provider. Okay, do we want good men? Yeah, we want good men, but that don't make you inhuman or non-human. We know that you're not perfect. We know that you may make a mistake. We get it, but again, that's what she wanted. And he also wanted that woman to be a wife. He didn't want her ever to be at work when he came home from work. He never wanted that. He needed to know where his wife was for whatever reason. He needed to know that his wife was at home. Now you got to think about this yourself. Now, I don't know how many men it's okay with their wife not being at home when they get home, but my husband would go crazy if he came home and I'm not at home. He'd be like, babe, where you at? I'm not used to my wife not being home when I come home. So you have to ask yourself, do you want a wife traditionally, or do you want a partner? Because when you say a traditional wife, whenever you put the word traditional on it, that tells to me we're beginning with scripture. That means we're going back spiritual. We're talking about what the word marriage actually means. And I love it. I do. But then I notice along the way, people like to interject, but the world or today, the requirement is. And I understand that too. But you have to make a decision on how you want to run your household. And it's okay with me, as long as it works for you. But when you say you want traditional, which I think traditional is outstanding. But again, we got to be intentional with the tradition, because I didn't mention yet that my mom and dad had 4 kids. In today's world, let's go to today's world. It may not be the best thing to have 4 kids because everything is so expensive. That means that your wife may not be home when you get home from work because she's somewhere doing a shift herself, because now we got 4 and it's requiring more money than the man, the husband, the head, the leader actually has or can afford. So we just messed up, because you no longer can ask for a traditional wife because you set the stage for that not to happen. It's not going to happen. You're now the partner because we got 4 babies, and to have 4 babies, it's going to require that we bring in together at least $150,000. Living in this time, at least $150,000 for us to live comfortably. So that means 75 and 75. Oh no, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. That 100 for the man and 50 for the woman. But guess what? You need that 50. So again, we got to be intentional. And we have to make a decision on what it is we want. I'm all for traditional. And I think women work better being traditional and being helpmates, meaning whatever my husband needs, I'll do. Whatever he needs, I'll do. But husband, you got to make sure what you need is not to sacrifice your leadership